guys, welcome to this week's Storytime Connect. Today we'll be reading a book called The Girl in the White Hat. Once upon a time, in a big city, there lived a little girl named Annabelle. She had a mother who painted pictures, and a father who played the kettle drums in a huge orchestra, and a grandmother who stayed at home. They all lived in a tall, dark house. Every morning, mother hurried to her studio and father went to practice. Annabelle and grandmother would clean the house. Sometimes they played checkers or dominoes. Sometimes they just sat and grandma knitted and talked about when she was a girl. After lunch, they would take a nap. Only sometimes Annabelle didn't really nap. When she knew grandmother was asleep, she would creep out of her room and up the stairs to the attic. Annabelle thought the attic was the best place in the world. There were boxes to send out, trunks to hide behind, and an old hobby horse to ride upon. One afternoon, when she was riding the hobby horse, Annabelle saw something she had never seen before. High on top of the very top shelf stood a round box. She wondered what was in it. One by one, she piled the other boxes up until she was able to reach the strange box. She opened it, took out some tissue paper, and more tissue paper, and still more tissue paper. Finally, at the bottom of the box, she found a big white hat. Annabelle took the hat out of the box and put it on. It was much too big for her head. The floppy brim hung down almost to her shoulders. She thought, if I were a bird and this hat were my wings, I could fly. I wish I could fly. Suddenly, she felt a strange floating feeling, a high swing feeling. She heard a rush of wind in her ears. And she was flying high above the city. The brim of the white hat was flapping like the wings of a giant bird. Annabelle was too excited to be afraid. I have a magic hat, she shouted. A magic white hat, and I can fly like a bird. She spread her arms out wide, swooped high and swooped low. She circled a flagpole and zoomed up to grab a handful of cloud. This looks like frosting on a birthday cake, Annabelle said, and took a bite. She was disappointed. The cloud had no taste. It was just air and water. So she thought, I wish I had birthday cake even though it isn't my birthday. Again, a rush of wind filled her ears. Her head spun and her nose tickled. Zoom! She was in a room with many birthday cakes. Some were pink, some were white, and in the middle was a huge chocolate cake. On it was printed, Happy Birthday, Annabelle, even though it is not your birthday. She took a bite of each cake. The pink ones tasted like strawberries, the white ones like vanilla ice cream, and the chocolate one like, of course, chocolate. Annabelle said to herself, here I am at my almost birthday party, and there's no one to share my cakes. I wish my friends were here. Was a whoop and hollering in the room filled with boys and girls. They all shouted, Happy almost birthday, Annabelle, and ate up all the cakes. Then they played games, leapfrog, hide and go seek, and the pin the tail on the donkey. Soon they were running around and shouting. Annabelle said, They make too much noise. I wish I were in a quiet place. Without warning, a cold breeze blew across her face. She was standing in a field of waving grass that rustled softly in the wind. Some of the grass was almost as tall as Annabelle. She walked and walked through the grass till the sun set and she knew she must go home. But Annabelle wanted one more thing. I want to see a circus, and with the twinkle of a star. She was there. She saw the clowns, the fat lady, and the thin man, and she ate cotton candy that tasted a little like the cloud sprinkled with sugar. She rode the merry-go-round and the roller coaster. When she had seen everything, she said, Whitehead, take me home to mother and father and grandmother. In a flash, she was back in the attic. She put the hat away carefully, then sat quietly for a minute on the stack of boxes. She thought about the things that had happened, of the fly high above the city, of the happy, almost birthday party, of the cool and quiet field of grass, and the exciting time at the circus. As Annabelle ran happily downstairs, she decided not to tell anyone where she had been. It was her own wonderful secret, and she would soon go back for more adventures with the magic white hat. That's it for this week, guys. See you next time.